Hello everyone, this is Sonali. Carrying overall 10 years of experience in the IT, I love to solve the complex DevOps challenges, and I'm having experience in building the cloud native applications, implementing a CI/CD pipeline, and scaling infrastructure on Azure, AWS, GCP. Beyond the tech, I'm helping people or working professional, those who are stuck in their career, those who want to switch their career, or those who are not able to crack the interview. So for them, I'm helping preparing career guidance, planning them how to crack the interview, how to move next in their career. So today, we are here for the scenario-based brainstorming interview because in the interview many people are getting rejected because of the scenario based interview questions. They are not able to understand what exactly scenario they are asking in the interview and how exactly we have to give the answer. So that is the main problem. For helping that problem, we are starting this series. And now with me, I'm having co-host with me, Manoj, and we are having amazing speakers with me, Rupa, Pradnya, Sandeep, Saurabh, and Naresh. So I'm super excited about this. So now, Manoj, can you introduce?
Yeah, hi everyone. I am Manoj Savkar, cloud DevOps expert, and I am working since last 3 years, and also doing the career mentoring since last 5 years. And I am doing the career mentoring for the one who are facing the issue with interviews and also upskilling themselves. In those areas, I am working, and also I am preparing the career detailed career guide plan, a customized plan. I am preparing for everyone, as you heard, like some institute will sell their what they have, but we are not. I'm not doing like that. I'm just selling what they require, and also I'm preparing the scenario based use cases so that they can improve themselves. And here I joined this scenario based interview brainstorming as a co-host because I want to remove the people's introvert, and also I want to make the people to understand what is scenario based interview questions and how they it will come up in front of us in the interview and how we need to answer. To explain these things, I doing the co-host with Sonali, with this scenario based interview question. This is my small introduction. Yeah, you can proceed.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Rupa Shriyar, and I have extensive experience of 5 years in infrastructure and DevOps domain. I'm an ex-Cognizant employee, and previously I have worked with US-based utility and US-based banking and insurance clients. Currently, I'm pursuing certification from Boston Institute of Analytics, and I have worked on tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Red Hat OpenShift containerization tool, Jenkins as a CI/CD pipeline tool, Terraform, Ansible, Azure, AWS, etc. So yeah, this is pretty much about myself. Thank you.
Yeah, hello all. This is Pradnya Deshpande. So I'm having total 8 years of experience in the IT industry. As a part of my career, I'm working on M365 and Azure infrastructure services. So I'm currently working and enhancing the skills along with the Azure infrastructure in the DevOps domain. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep Magdum. I have over 6 years of IT experience, and last 3 years I have been working extensively in cloud and DevOps. I have hands-on experience with both AWS and Azure platform in designing, managing, deploying, and deploying scalable, secure, and highly infrastructure. I am skilled with CI/CD pipeline automation, container orchestration using Jenkins, GitHub, Docker, and Kubernetes. I have implemented Kubernetes, multi-cluster environments and monitoring solution with Prometheus, Grafana, and CloudWatch. Yeah, thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Saurabh Goyal. I'm a DevOps engineer with a 2.6 year of the hands-on experience in the automating deployment, managing CI/CD pipeline, and working with the tools like the Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, and other cloud platform like the AWS and the Azure. So I streamline the deployment process and reduce the manual effort through the scripting and automation, and improve the release cycle by implementing the CI/CD workflow. And I also contributed to ensuring the high availability and the stability of the production environment. So this is all about myself.
Hi, myself is Naresh Kumar. I am currently working as a DevOps engineer, like with good experience in designing and implementing CI/CD pipelines and automating infrastructure using Terraform. And when it comes to services, I am good with virtual machine scale sets, traffic manager, load balancer, virtual network, storage, and AKS clusters. I will be responsible to automate the application builds, tests, and deployments in order to enable fast and consistent delivery across environment. And also good with Docker file building, custom images, managing multi-container applications, and deploying them across environments. And I have orchestration all the containerized workloads using Kubernetes, like including writing Helm charts and merging into deployments on AKS. Yeah, this is all about me, I can say.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now we'll go ahead with the interview for brainstorming questions. Yeah, now I'm going to ask first question to Rupa.
Yeah, sure.
So the first question is, your company handles sensitive healthcare records, but also needs scalable resource for your public-facing patient portals. How would you design a hybrid cloud model to meet HIPAA compliance while keeping costs under control? Means, suppose you are working with a healthcare organization, and that organization having the sensitive data and as well as having the public facing data. So whatever the sensitive data is there, you have to keep that data in private cloud or on-premises cloud, or whatever the public facing data is there, you have to that keep in public cloud. So by considering these scenario, how you can design the architecture, how you can give the solution for a particular scenario?
Yeah, sure. So HIPAA is basically a Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, which is a US federal law that was established for the national standards for protecting the patient's health data or information. So for applications like hospitality and healthcare, hybrid cloud model would be the best option or the preferable option. So in the hybrid cloud model, we would have both public zone and the private zone. So in the public zone, which is users facing, we can configure the S3 static website hosting to host the front-end applications, and API gateways for the public facing APIs. We would also configure CloudFront for the faster content delivery. And CloudFront also integrates with the AWS WAF, that is web app firewalls and DDoS protections. And since for these kind of applications, security is one of the non-negotiable matter. And also we would also configure ECS Fargates for the backend scaling. And for traffic routing, we would configure the for the traffic routing, we would configure the Route 53. So also with public private zone, which is a HIPAA compliant zone, we would secure all the data or the information inside VPC with the preferable private subnets. And we would also go ahead with RDS encryption for storing the patient's health details. And we can also configure S3 buckets with server-side encryption for storing the data or the files related to the patient's health. And And also we can configure the AWS key management for storing the keys related to the users. And also we can include in the infra, that is the CloudWatch, for auditing the logs, the transactions which are happening from the users. And the traffic from private and the public zones can be configured with VPC peering. So this is pretty much about the hybrid cloud model and the infrastructure, the whole infrastructure, which can be included in these kind of applications.
Great, great. Super, Rupa. So here we have to keep in our mind whatever the sensitive data is there, that sensitive data we have to keep in our private cloud or either on-premises cloud. That is one scenario we have to understand. For that private cloud, we are going to create a security, like we are going to keep it in separate VPC, separate subnets. Or second thing, we can add encryption. That is also important. We can decide by seeing our scenarios, what are the things we need to add and what are the things we have to keep it as a scenario. Okay, so that is the first thing while seeing our private cloud. And second thing is public cloud. Whatever the public facing data is there, we have to deploy that data in our public cloud, because that data or that application we want to scale according to our requirement. Once requirement is coming, like there is peak hours is going on or sales is going on, so in that case we have to uh, scale our application depending on the requirement. We have to increase the resources or decrease the resources. That is the thing. And for the security also, HIPAA, according to HIPAA, we have to maintain the things, right? So these are the 3-4 things we have to keep in our mind. And for the cost control also, we have to think, means when we require, then only we are scaling our resources. We can attach auto scaling for optimizing a cost. That thing we can do it here. So these are the 4 main scenarios we have to understand. We have to give the answer by understanding this particular scenarios. Yes, now we will go ahead for the next question. Next question, Manoj, you can go ahead with that.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Saurabh. Okay, I will ask this question to you. This is like a financial institute questions, okay, and they have some concern related to data leakage and regulatory fines. But they want what cloud they want to choose, whether they want to go with the private cloud or public cloud, and what is the impact of data governance in both cloud, like in the private and public. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, so basically in the final institution, should choose the private cloud because it gives them the full control over the where the data is stored and who can access it. So this is important for the meeting background regulation and avoiding the penalties. With the private cloud, they don't share the infrastructure with other companies, which the lower the risks of data and the leaks, and they can also have a very strict security and auditing process. So which is harder to guarantee in the public cloud. So this is the answer.
Okay, fine. Let me elaborate related to this one. Okay, something more information that whatever you gave the answer, that is a good one. And if we go with a private, as you mentioned, that is the same thing. But if we go with public, what is the issue? I am going to explain. Okay, just for information. If we go to public cloud, you know the public cloud architecture, like till infrastructure level, they will give us infrastructure, but we have only data and our application. We can't have the complete over control of the infrastructure. So what happen if anything hacker is hacked, like that things, we can't do anything. There is nothing in our control, so our data will be in leaked. Okay, and there is our compliances. What is RBI compliances? You know already, RBI compliances, regulatory compliances. You know, right?
Right.
And also GDPR means General Data Protection Regulation in Europe. Like that, compliances will be violated in any case. Okay, so that if we choose a private cloud, their end-to-end responsibility is our owners. Okay, so creating the infrastructure and creating the security and building the application, everything is in our hand, so that we can create our application based on our security levels, like high security level. So no hacker will hack the application, so that we can't go in the situation like a data leakage and regulatory fines. Okay, and also when we go with the private cloud, that data governance will also occurs. Means the data governance means all over control in the cluster, right? The same thing is happening in the private cloud, but it can't happen in the public cloud. That is the little more information about this scenario based question. Yeah, we can proceed next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question I will ask to Pradnya. There is a retail chain wants to migrate to the cloud, but has a legacy application that can't run in public cloud. How would you design a migration plan using a hybrid cloud approach? So that is a retail chain. You can consider as a DMart or any supermarket. They are having many branches, so they want to migrate. So in that case, they are having their important data they don't want to share, or we cannot directly migrate to the public cloud. In that scenario, how you are going to design the plan for particular things?
Okay, so for this particular scenario, like as some of the applications, the legacy applications, as per the requirement, those can't be like we can't migrate it to the public. So for those legacy applications, how we can plan, that will be the first approach. So the assessment for all the applications which the retail chain is having. So as a first phase, the initial assessment and the dependency check that we need to consider. So while performing the initial assessment, we need to consider for the current infrastructure setup what they have. Along with that, we need to understand the application dependencies, network dependencies, and the requirements which we need to consider. And based on that, what is the volume size for those particular applications? And along with that, what is the criticality of the applications? Are those like more critical for the client, and how is it? So in the initial phase, we need to understand and check and prepare the assessment report accordingly. Based on the results which we get from the assessment and the dependency check, accordingly we can move into the second phase, that will be kind of a migration approach, and how the migration we can plan. So in the migration approach, first we can consider the applications or the services which they are using, which are less critical. So those we can migrate to the, if those we can migrate to the public cloud. And also for the smooth run to the public cloud, we can we need to ensure the application criticality, and along with that, how much downtime and everything required. So we need to do this in the phased approach. So the low risk applications or the workloads which we have, we need to migrate it first, and the their core services or the core applications which are there. So for that we need to consider, and in the phased in the phased manner itself we need to do. So slowly in the phased manner we can do this migration. Meanwhile, the legacy applications which are there, we can ensure that those we can still run into the private cloud or the on premises which they are having. And using this hybrid cloud approach, we can ensure the scalability of the workloads or the applications, and along with that, the cost optimization for the retail chain. So that is all from my side.
Okay. Now, Manoj, you share your viewpoint.
Yeah, sure, Sonali. That is great. Prabhan, what is the name? Prajna, sorry, that one. You gave that a good answer only. The little more things I can explain. We can't directly convert our legacy application to a completely containerized application, as everyone always aware of that one, because our legacy application have some more criticality and also some system dependency, means hardware dependency, because we can't directly convert those things into a latest version hardwares. Okay, due to that one, our whatever application if we bring suddenly, it will fail. Okay, there is one time. So to overcome all these issues, what approach we are going to go, like that, we first create the same environment which we already have in our legacy system in the cloud. Okay, once we created that legacy application on our cloud, and we will start working there. Okay, basically, so we can't interrupt our applications. Then slowly we will bring out the services which don't need the private things. Okay, private what is subnets or private cloud, and we will keep it in the public cloud, and then we will do the same repetitive action for all the services. But one catch point is here, we are not touching any production environment, means our current working environment with public. Okay, we just testing this in another environment, like development environment. Once all this testing development is done, then we will do a testing of this environment. Okay, once that testing is happen, then we are going with the pre production. Okay, there first we will deploy our entire application because it is already developed and tested. Okay, then we will redirect the traffic from production to pre-prod. Okay, then we make a pre-prod as a production, and then production as a pre-prod. Okay, then we will convert then we will deploy the same application in the pre-prod, and then we will proceed further. Okay, if there is any further upgrade is came in future, then we will make existing production as a pre-prod, and existing pre-prod as a production. Okay, like this we will do our migration and also upgrade things in the this one legacy application to cloud. Yeah.
Yes, super. So in detailed way explained by the Manoj and Pradnya. Yeah, thank you. And we'll go ahead with the next question. Manoj, you ask next question.
Sure. This question I'm going to ask Naresh. Okay. Yeah, hi Naresh. The question is like this. Our client, Sonali, can you change the question? Yeah. Naresh, okay. Okay, Naresh, the question is like that. In our organization, we have one client. He's from the healthcare domain. Okay, he operating in the multiple countries with related to healthcare data, and our countries also they wants that their data should be in their countries. Okay, with the strict residency laws. Then as a DevOps engineer or as a DevOps solution architect, which cloud model you will prefer for them, and also why you will prefer that cloud module?
Okay. First, I can store sensitive data locally or on-premise or in local cloud regions while running other services in public cloud. Actually, it refers the concept that data is subject to the laws of the country where it is collected or stored. Many countries such as Europe or India, Australia have strict data residency laws requiring data to be stored and processed within their borders. For companies operating in multiple countries, like hybrid cloud or multi-cloud approach is most suitable because it offers flexibility to comply with local laws while leveraging the power of cloud computing, and it ensures the compliance with local data residency laws. For example, yeah, as you said, healthcare domain, if we take, if it is in India, it mandates financial data of Indian customers or patients of their data must be stored in within India only. If in our that company or healthcare, it is in Australia, the data protection law requires certain sensitive data to stay in Australian territory. If it is in Germany, it GDPR mandates data stays within the EU. Yeah, this what I can say.
Yeah, this is a good one. Okay, let me give some more explanation. So, which I know as with point of view which you already given. Okay, let me mention those things. Okay. As you already mentioned that regarding the models, like a hybrid model, that is a good approach as we are giving to customer or clients as a because this hybrid model, cloud module, it will help us to integrate public and private, and also it is helping us to make sensitive data as a private and like customer facing GUIs and also messaging chat box and searching the things will keep in the public cloud. And the another one main point is keeping these things, it is also helping them to reduce the cost and making like application is more secure and also more reliable. Okay. And as you mentioned another point, like keeping the data as in the same countries as their country rule. Okay, that some compliances. Okay, those things is nowadays is mandatory in all the countries, not a single one. So they will ask force the companies because their data can't go outside of their country, so it will misuse and it will affect for them. Okay. And then also one second. Okay, and also the company's legal issues also will come if we go out, and also there will be heavy fine will affected with this if any regulation is violated. So whatever your suggestion is good one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you, Manoj and Naresh. You've given both of you given detailed answer. So by considering the data security, data privacy, whatever the rules assigned by the government, that all the things we have to keep in our mind and we have to follow the things. So
Yes.
now we'll move ahead with the next question.
Yeah, sure, Sonali. Okay.
Okay. I will ask next question to Sandeep. So, the question is, your startup need to run high traffic marketing campaign for 2 weeks every month. Would you choose public cloud, private cloud, or hybrid cloud? Justify based on the cost, scalability, and governance. So here, suppose you are working with one of the startup company, and for that service purpose or that product purpose, you need to run a marketing campaign for every month and 2 weeks. So based on the scenario, which cloud you are going to choose? So you have to compare the things based on the cost, scalability, and governance. So yes.
Yes. In this scenario, I will recommend the hybrid cloud model because where the startup uses on-premises or private cloud to set up their core operations, and we can leverage the public clouds services during these 2 weeks of high traffic campaign. So this approach will balance the cost, scalability, and governance effectively. So let's take an example. If any startup runs their CRM application on private cloud for the security purpose or the control, but every month during the first two weeks, they run the high traffic campaign. So, for example, for the new product launch or for the flash sales or any discounts they offering, so which brings the spike on the website visits or maybe traffic increase on the uh, customer facing front end. Uh, so to handle this traffic, uh, we will burst the workloads of the uh, uh, workload of to the public cloud like AWS or Azure only during these 2 months. Uh, and we can use the auto scaling uh, of the EC2 instances or S3 or based on serverless functions for this. Or we can use the auto scaling infrastructure like Kubernetes cluster or CDN uh, to serve the content globally. Uh, so like that we manage the traffic. So uh, for the cost optimization, using hybrid model, we avoid the over provisioning of the private resources for the year. So if you need uh, resources on demand, we scale the resources using the public cloud, or we achieve the scalability through this public cloud like Azure, AWS. They offer instant scalability during the campaign periods. We can use the load balancers, auto scaling groups, then global CDN to serve the traffic during this traffic effectively. So let's take the governance. So data governance is the major part in this model. So we can the sensitive customer data we can uh, stay in the private environment. So under our full control, and the public cloud use only for the non-sensitive workloads or stateless workloads like the landing pages or the ad delivery or marketing strategies. So here we can implement the centralized governance with the with hybrid monitoring, or we can assign the IM roles and track the cost based on this. So I think like this we can optimize the cost and scalability.
Yes,
Yeah.
the correct way you explained all the things. Yes, Manoj, you share your viewpoint.
Yeah, sure, Sonali, for giving a chance here to explain my point of view here. Okay. And the things like I can explain this scenario taking one example so that everyone easily understand. Let's see, in India, you know already IPL is very high. Okay. And they are hitting 10 lakh people per second whenever there is some certain criteria, like whenever wicket is fallen or whenever six is went, that is some certain scenario, the traffic will be skyrocket, like from 1 lakh to 10 lakh. Okay, that is a skyrocket, is it is happening in a seconds. Okay, from in this in a scenario, the high traffic we can easily compare with this example. Okay, and here what companies are going to do in this scenario, like they initially they create the AMI. Okay, what they will do with that AMI, how we are doing the auto scaling, like with some node in the cluster, they directly bring up that AMIs. Okay, so that will give the more resource than our auto scaling with the node adding to the cluster. Okay, so what it will give, if you have 1 lakh, then it will have the capability of 2 lakh level. Okay, when it is sensing the traffic is coming. It will sense like before, because there are a hell lot of test case they are doing before like this heavy traffic, and based on that they are configuring. Okay, like that they will create the AMIs. Using that one only they will face this high level traffic, those things. Otherwise, most of whenever high traffic is hit, our entire application will goes crash down. Yeah, other ways. Okay, so they are going with some different approaches like this EMI and different type of things. And as Sandeep mentioned, it is also include the governance, data governance, because if you see in this IPL, everyone wants a live. Okay, because it can't happen completely on the private cloud. Okay, because there are hell lot of restriction. With the public cloud we can easily do it, because whenever there is any servers are going down, we are not that much responsible. There is AWS team or there is Azure team where this application is hosting, we will get quick support from them. If it is a private cloud, entire thing is it needs to handle by us. And also there is a delay in the whatever entertainment. Okay, whatever in IPL entertainment there is delay, so we are not going with the complete private or hybrid cloud. We are going with the like public cloud. And also in the public cloud also we have the options of the data governance. Okay, so it will help us to maintain all our scenarios which government giving us our rules, and also what people expecting from us, and what our company is expecting. All these are including like that options we are creating. Yeah, that's
Yeah, super explanation by the Manoj. Whatever you took the example of IPL, that is the straightforward, which is matching to the this perfect scenario perfectly. So yes, and whatever the answer given by the Sandeep, that is also good, very well explained by considering all the scenarios and cost, scalability, and governance. Yes, thank you so much, and all the speaker who is available today for this session. Yeah, I'm really grateful for them. Yes, thank you so much, Naresh, Saurabh, Rupa, Pradnya, and Sandeep, and Manoj. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonali,
thank you very much.
giving opportunity.
Thank you, Sonali. Thank you, Manoj.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.